Hello, welcome to the Litany of Catholic Martyrs for September 11th. As Catholics, we are assured of a constant thread of over 2,000 years of tradition and moral teaching. Within this thread are those who have sacrificed their lives through the shedding of their blood for the faith and Holy Mother Church. On this day, we remember these martyrs and whom, through their sacrifice, have aided in the growth and stability of the Holy Catholic Church. As the Catechism teaches in number 2473, martyrdom is the supreme witness given to the truth of the faith. It means bearing witness even unto death. The martyr bears witness to Christ who died and rose, to whom he is united by charity. He bears witness to the truth of the faith and of Christian doctrine. He endures death through an act of fortitude. Quote, "Let me become the food of the beasts, through whom it will be given me to reach God." Close quote. In union with that, I offer this story by the Venerable Bishop Fulton Sheen. He explained that when the communists took over China, they imprisoned a priest in his own rectory near the church. After being locked up in his own house, the priest looked out the window and was horrified to see the communists enter the church. Once inside, they went into the sanctuary, broke open the tabernacle, and in a hateful act of desecration, threw down the ciborium, scattering the hosts on the floor. The priest knew exactly how many hosts had been in the ciborium, 32. When the communists left, they either didn't notice or didn't pay any attention to a small girl praying in the back of the church who saw everything. Excuse me. That night she returned, and slipping past the guard at the rectory, entered the church where she made a holy hour, perhaps of reparation for the desecration she witnessed of the Blessed Sacrament. After her holy hour, she went into the sanctuary and kneeling down, she bent over and received Jesus in the Holy Communion with her tongue, since it was not permissible at the time for laymen to touch the sacred host with their hands. Each night the girl returned to the church to make her holy hour and to receive Jesus in Holy Communion on her tongue, just as she did the first night. On the 32nd night, after having consumed the last host, she accidentally made a noise that awoke the guard who was asleep at his post by the priest's residence. From his bedroom window, the priest could only watch in horror as the heart-rending scene unfolded before his very eyes. The girl tried to run away, but the guard caught up with her and beat her to death with the butt of his rifle, and therefore she was born into martyrdom through her love of the church. The following is a list of those the church asks us to remember today who share in that same martyrdom. As always, please pray for all those who were martyred on Easter Sunday and for all those who had loved ones who were martyred on Easter Sunday in Sri Lanka. At Rome, in the cemetery of Basila, on the old Salarian road, the birthday of the holy martyrs Protus and Hyacinth, brothers and eunuchs in the service of Blessed Eugenia, who were arrested in the time of the Emperor Gallienus on the charge of being Christians and urged to offer sacrifice to the gods. But as they refused, both were most severely scourged and finally beheaded. At Laodicea in Syria, the martyrdom of Saints Diodorus, Diomedes, and Didymus. At Leon in Spain, Saint Vincent, abbot and martyr. In Egypt, the holy bishop Pamphnucius, one of those confessors who, under the Emperor Galerius Maximinus, having their right eye plucked out and the joint of their left knee cut, good Lord, were condemned to work in the metal mines. Afterwards, so after this happened, they were put to work. Afterwards, under Constantine the Great, he courageously combated for the Catholic faith against the Arians, and at length, being adorned with many crowns, rested in peace. At Lyons, the demise of St. Patience, bishop; at Vercelli, St. Aemilian, bishop; and finally, at Alexandria, St. Theodora, who, having committed a fault through imprudence and repenting of it, remained unknown in a religious habit, and persevered unto her death in practices of extraordinary abstinence and patience. These are the men, women, and children who are the models for martyrdom. As you go through your day today, please remember them, and when you are presented with a situation to defend the faith, do everything in your power to act like them. God bless you.